today we are talking Pinterest. Pinterest. And I am seriously considering doing a Friday Pinterest surgery or cafe every Friday, and a Q&A once a month. And so you can really get up to speed with Pinterest because it is the bomb diggity. So without further ado, so who else wants to know my predictions for Pinterest for 2020, and also who wants to know my strategy for 2020 for Pinterest? I'll tell you, hands down, most of you sellers, marketers, business owners, your stuff on Facebook, there are other platforms out there. First, number one. Number two, if you are selling anything touchable, testable, feelable, wearable, jewelry, crafts, clothes, shoes, makeup, fashion, creams, lotions, potions, supplements, and you're not selling on Pinterest, you are, frankly speaking, carrying the donkey right here on Facebook. And today, I'm going to share with you my strategy for Pinterest. Before I share the strategy, I'm going to share with you what you typically can do on Pinterest in January, and then we can go right on to the strategy, and I'll give you some predictions as well, right? Because it is my intention to help you understand the trends on Pinterest and understand Pinterest better as a platform, so that you can stop chasing your own tail on Facebook, or your own tail, flatly speaking, and start making some money. There's a lot of stuff that's trending in January. Obviously, we've gone past the new year, the New Year's resolutions, the New Year party ideas. So those are all gone, been and done. You can't go back there. But right now, most people are getting back into their faces, and they are looking at their body sizes. And there's a lot of people looking for fitness products, health and wellness products, weight loss products, healthy recipes, vitamins and supplements, anything to do with health and wellness. You better be there, because that's where you're gonna get some serious good news. January, health and fitness, weight loss. If you're a blogger, or you are promoting anything other than health and fitness and weight loss stuff, you can still create content around that. You can tell people about your weight loss tips. You can share with people your recipes for January to release some of that, excesses of the Christmas holiday season. You can share some of your challenges to getting through the season. You can share what vitamins and supplements you eat, or you can share what you have done before that didn't work. There's so many ways you can share, guys. There's no excuse why you can't share, right? So that's for January. If you're in the area of planning, you could focus on financial planning. You could focus on business planning. It is time to business plan anyway if you're a business owner. Meal budgeting if you're also in the health and wellness. Meal budgeting and meal prepping. Create a detailed budget for your business if you're in business. And you can also create a detailed budget for your health and fitness. And you can also create a fitness budget for your business fitness. If you are a business owner who is savvy, who wants to grow that business seriously, it hurts my soul. It makes me so sad when I talk to business owners, and they literally have no strategy. They have no budget for their business. They have no clear plan for their business, and they tell you they are business owners and they've been running a business for years. And you ask them, what was your take-home pay last year, out of curiosity, and they can't tell you, because frankly speaking, they really didn't make any money. Mara Jib, how you doing? Welcome. Lori English, how you doing? Welcome. And so those are things you can focus on in January. We can look at beauty. We all want to look beautiful. As you can see, I went back to my natural skin, and basically I love to just treat my skin to natural stuff and organic stuff. So you can talk about beauty. You can talk about your beauty routine. You can talk about your miracle escape from a beauty challenge mistake. You can try out new beauty products, creams, lotions, potions, makeup ideas, and utensils you use for your beauty. They call them utensils. You can tell I don't really do much beauty stuff apart from a bit of lippy and a bit of eye pencil. I am good to go. I don't add anything to my skin because I like to keep it very clear. But you can do all those. Or if you go to my beauty website, pikajulesworld.com, you'll find a lot of beauty tips in and around this time of year. You can adopt a skincare regimen for the new year and decade, and you can share it, and you can share the journey on your Pinterest. You can share your journey on Instagram. You can share your journey in a blog. You can share your journey on Facebook. But the important thing is you want to be consistent. If you start something, don't be that flaky person who sticks in your head and starts talking yourself out of your blessings. So you can try out, you can dye your hair a different color and see what it looks like and share the journey. You can do all kinds of things in that direction. January is also the time to plan your travels for the year, for those of you that love to travel. And by the way, I'm talking about Pinterest, guys. When I talk, the things I'm sharing with you are the things you want to be sharing on Pinterest. You go and create your Pinterest ID, Pinterest images right inside of Pinterest, and you share information in this direction. You're going to attract a ton of people. Now, you could be saying to me, Julie, I'm not in beauty, I'm not in planning, I'm not in health and wellness, I'm not in travel, I'm not in, but you can always create content that is segued, that is reflective of your niche, while also talking about those areas that I'm sharing with you are the trends right now on Pinterest. So you have to be smart about things. You don't have to be in the travel industry to talk about travel. You don't have to be in the health and wellness industry to talk about your health and wellness. It's your story, it's your experience. No one can take it away from you. Try new makeup ideas. I've said that beauty, travel is the time for, January is the time for travel planning. If you live in a nice, not so cold part of the world like Britain and enjoy nature, go. We used to go what we call rambling. We would go to Wales and we would go rambling. You can plan a road trip in January, or you can start planning your summer travels right now and start talking about, create a dream board about travel, ask people about their travel destinations, ask people the places they've been to that they would recommend, so that you can start your own travel dream board and where you could be possibly visiting. Because if you don't dream it, you can't see it. If you do not perceive it in your head, you can't see it. So do that. So January is all about those things. Those are my predictions for January. Beauty, travel, home organization, health and wellness, and planning out the new year. It is actually what you should be doing. It's what happens most Januaries. It has not changed over the last 3, 4, 5 years I've done Pinterest, and I'm telling you it's not going to change anytime soon. Right, okay, now do tell me where you are coming in from. What's your name? What do you expect to learn from this training today? More importantly, do share with somebody who might benefit from this, and do let me know what you are learning, and let's engage, because I'm definitely someone who can help you with your social media management if you have the budget for your business and you are not playing hooky with your dream. So good morning, Jackson. How you doing? Good to see you guys. And so let's get back to what we are talking about today. I've just given you my predictions for January, the trends, and I can give you my predictions for the rest of the year if you reach out to me in my private inbox, if you're serious about Pinterest. And by the way, the predictions for Pinterest are predictions for social media. The only social media that's slightly different with these predictions is LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a whole different ball game. And again, I can share with you how to run LinkedIn. There's a resource already created that you can tap into, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today, I am literally just encouraging you to focus your attention on Pinterest if you are selling stuff that people eat, touch, taste, feel. And I run a free online traffic masterclass, and it's all Pintastic. And so there's a link right across your screen somewhere, up, down, at the bottom, scrolling, that you can literally go and type in your browser, juleskalungi.com/Pintastic. It is a free traffic masterclass, and you will learn so much. Grab a pen and paper when you tune into that masterclass, and definitely let me know what your thoughts are on that page, and go right ahead and invest in your business growth this year. Right now, let's get back to what you can post. Typically, for organic reach on Pinterest, you should be posting at least every day, really, 4 to 5, 6 times weeks. You can actually, whatever you're posting for at least 4 to 6 weeks in advance. For instance, you should be already starting to post for Valentine's. Absolutely. If you are going to talk about Valentine's, if you are creating crafts for Valentine's, if you're creating outfits for Valentine's Day, if you're going to sell anything that is targeted at Valentine's Day, you should already be posting on Pinterest, not on other platforms. People will be wondering what's wrong with you. But on Pinterest, you should absolutely be pinning right now, setting to your boards, telling people what you're going to serve them on Valentine's Day. Focus on that. So 4 to 6 weeks in advance is what your content should be on Pinterest, because that's when it starts to gain traction. That's when things start to show up on the smart feed. The Pinterest smart feed is highly curated, and the stuff you post today won't show up until maybe sometime mid-February. So that's why I'm telling you that if you're going to be selling stuff for Valentine's Day, now is your time to be posting on Pinterest. You can also focus on winter fashion, spring break gardening ideas, because again, spring break is coming soon. Spring cleaning for spring again. You are already projecting. If you're running a business and you don't project, you're running on fumes, if I might call it that. You are literally chasing your own tail. Fitness tips, we talked about those. Valentine's Day, I've talked about that. And we've also talked about healthy living. Okay, so that is what you should be doing now for the next 2 months on Pinterest. On Pinterest, you post now for February and March. If you wait, by the time you post your stuff for February, March, for say Valentine's, everybody else has sold, and then your stuff starts to show up on the Pinterest feed around March, and Valentine's way been and gone. Valentine's DIY, Valentine's Day gifts for him, Valentine's Day gifts for children, Valentine's Day gifts for her, Valentine's Day decor, crafts, things that kids can do for Valentine's Day. I don't know, so many things you can actually start to create if you are a crafts person that are gonna help you smash it out in your business for Valentine's, right? Work on creating content for the next month right now on Pinterest. Work on pinning your content that's targeted at the holidays that are coming very soon in the next 2 months, February and March. Work on Easter content. Start working on your spring fashion content if you're a fashion creator. Start creating content for your spring break decor. Start creating content for St. Patrick's Day if you do celebrate St. Patrick's Day. This should help you to get ready for the next 2 months and start crushing it on Pinterest and making more sales in the next 90 days. I guarantee you. I promise you. So that is very, very important. And thank you for those loves. I love it when people actually appreciate what I'm sharing. So in order to get any kind of traffic on Pinterest, you will have to set up right, and you will have to believe that you're going to get the same traffic. It all starts in your mind. So I will always tell you that it all starts up here, and then it spreads to the rest of your life. You definitely create content knowing that someone needs this. There's a blessing for somebody and they are looking for it. When you create something and you're already thinking, who wants this? I don't know who's going to buy it. I don't know who will actually love this. I don't know. You're approaching your business with a lack mentality, and that's the energy that surrounds your business, and that's the results you get. If you go with I am ready to serve, there's so much love out there. There's so much for everybody. Everybody's getting some, and I'm getting some too. That's what you're going to do. Once you have worked on your mindset, it is time to start creating content. I've given you the content titles. I've even literally given you the keywords. Every word I've said when I was giving you what kind of content to focus on, which holidays to focus on, which trending events you should be looking at. I was giving you keywords that you can search for in Pinterest and get curate content and see what other people are posting, and model your descriptions, model your titles, model your hashtags based on all that stuff, because Pinterest has allowed hashtags back. And basically, I always encourage people not to use more than 7 hashtags on Pinterest. I personally use only 3 hashtags per post, and I use a personalized hashtag. So they are not generally curated. They are not necessarily keyword related hashtags. They are hashtags that are words that if somebody typed those words in their Pinterest search bar, they would come to my piece of content as one of the contents that shows up inside of the smart feed on Pinterest. What do you want from Pinterest? What do you want? What's your end goal? For a strategy to work, you have to work from the end goal and reverse engineer your process. So the why is very important. Everybody will tell you that. You focus on who you're going to be serving. What are their pain points? What are their desires? How are others creating success around that space, around that topic? And can you duplicate their actions? If you are not kind of doing some intel on your competition, then you are kind of acting like you are know it all, and whatever you're creating is what everybody else is looking. Don't reinvent the wheel. There are people before you who've gone ahead of you and they've created some amazing value. And you don't need to redo everything from scratch. Like you want to be Einstein. You can be an Einstein if you like, but make sure that you know what's out there already that you can use to model your marketing material. So the quality of your keywords is very important. Your content, when you put it out, it needs to be keyword rich. As you post your images, make sure you are naming them your keyword, the word that people would type in Google. Yes, because your content will rank on Google pretty sharpish, I promise you, via Pinterest. So you use the same keyword that people will use on Google. So make sure that your pins are keyword rich. Create images that are quality, high definition of images, and use them to anchor your content on Pinterest, because on Pinterest you can't anchor anything other than with visuals. But you can now create story pins. Absolutely exciting. You can create carousel pins. You can definitely create video pins. And of course, the good old standard Pinterest image pin, which is long and bright and high definition. And if you want details on all that, there is a free resource that I've already given you. It's scrolling across your screen. And all you have to do is book in for that free masterclass and go learn for free. Don't be that person who's watching everybody and not learning. You start with you. Be very selfish with your time this year. Determine who you're going to learn from, and then decide that unless I have already done my learning for the day, I'm not watching any drama, any naughty, any funnies, any Netflix, any EastEnders, or whatever it is you like to watch in your free time. Definitely be selfish with your time so that you can add value to you, and people will notice that value, by the way, because you start to show up in a different way. Every time we learn something, we start to model that, we start to speak a certain way, we start to say certain things, and people will notice that value. So unless you're not saying anything, even as you're adding value to yourself, in which case, what's the point of adding that value? I mean, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Create 5 niche optimized boards this year. If you have not been working with Pinterest, once you have gone through that masterclass, you will definitely know how to create a niche optimized, SEO optimized Pinterest board. Go create 5 of those and post nothing there other than your own content, not other people's content, because on Pinterest, obviously, you can pin other people's content that resonates with your brand, that resonates with your core values, that resonates with your interests, your hobbies, your adventures, your spiritual needs, or whatever the reason you're on Pinterest. As a business person, that is who I am targeting anyway, and I'm targeting this message to. You are going to create 5 boards that are related to your business, obviously, and pin a lot of your own content to those boards, and then create boards that you are going to post other people's content in, so that you are not like a selfish so and so. The law of reciprocity works on Pinterest like on every other platform. So repin at least 10 other people's posts, even as you post 90% of your posts. Now, some of you will have grabbed my Pinterest domination tool a while back, and in that resource, I recommended that you should pin at least 60-40 ratio, as in 60% your content, 40% other people's content. It has since become clear on tracking and testing out different things on Pinterest that now you can actually, there are people who actually are highly selfish. They are posting only their content on Pinterest, and they are not being dinged or pinged by Pinterest for doing that. So you can post just your content on Pinterest. But if you want other people to reciprocate, you're going to have to go out there and post other people's content on your Pinterest. So it is encouraged that you post some other stuff on your Pinterest boards. And the only way I encourage you to do that is to create boards where you will only share other people's content. But make sure you're posting the right content to the right board. Otherwise, it creates chaos in your ecosystem, and your board won't rank in search engines for being a valuable piece of content, because your pin boards also do rank in Google when people are searching for content related to your niche, if you have optimized. That's the law of reciprocity. So now, like I've said, I recommend, it's a recommendation, you can do something else that you want, that you actually pin 90% your content and 10% other people's content. So it's a difference, it's a change in what I was teaching at least 2-3 years ago, because 2-3 years ago I was saying almost 50-50, but now there is no problem with being a little bit selfish on Pinterest and posting more of your own value. The only question is, do you have the value to post? The answer is yes, if you know what to post, when to post, and what is trending on that platform. And like I've already given you something that I charge other people about $290, $300 to do. What's trending, what to post, when to post it, how to post it. If you pick up what I've just said, if you replay, you will definitely be in a position to be posting some killer stuff. Automation is key in the digital space. I do not recommend that you spend hours on Pinterest. So I recommend a tool called Tailwind. And let me very quickly just add that for you on your screen so that you can use it. Automate, as you can see, what's scrolling across your screen now is the resource that you can use to automate your Pinterest efforts. It's called Tailwind. Create your free access at juleskalpoli.com/twined, and you can get up to 100 free pins, or the first 30 days, or 100 pins, whichever comes first. So I would say definitely go on a scheduling spree and get your 100 in, because it's easy to get to 30 days and you haven't even posted 30 pins. And you will see a huge difference in how your Pinterest efforts are showing up for you in Pinterest with the use of this resource and automation tool. You will get better statistics, you get better insights, you also get access to one thing that is nowhere else inside of the Pinterest ecosystem, and that is tribes. Tailwind tribes are great for growing your reach, growing your exposure, brand whatever awareness, and you want to be part of Tailwind tribes. If nothing else, you could be that person who only does their 100 pins, but you join the right tribes. People will repin your content over and over, and you won't even be in the tribe anymore unless you have upgraded after the 100 free pins or 30 days. That's it from my Pinterest today. It was a short Pinterest cafe, I hope, although I did add some music to raise the energy. It's Friday jamming with Syl after all. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to pour into you. I wish you every blessing this year on Pinterest, Facebook, LinkedIn, whichever platform you choose. I highly recommend that you definitely pick up Pinterest. If you didn't get the results you wanted last year by using Facebook alone, and you really gave it your all, and you did everything you were supposed to do, and you truly did, then I recommend you consider Pinterest. Only if you either have a web presence or you have a product that you sell that you know people can actually click out of Pinterest and go purchase on your other platform. Now, that said, if you have a Facebook page, you can add products, you can create a store, you can create a mini store on Facebook and point people from Pinterest to your Facebook page and make sales all day long. I know people who do that, and they don't own a website, they are not on Etsy, they are not on Shopify, they're not on eBay or Amazon. They are selling strictly via Facebook, because Facebook has even given you an option to pay through Facebook. So you don't have an option, you don't have an excuse why you are not creating the results you need. So you can find me at kalungigroup.com for those of you that don't know me. And I've been your coach and friend, Julie, and DJ, Syl Kalungi, business strategist and social media manager for savvy business owners who know what they want and want to increase their brand awareness, brand reach, and make more sales all day long. So if you want to learn more, connect with me. Let's talk in the private. Give me a call. My number is on there. And let's make your 2020 double portion year, because it's a double portion year already. Receive your double portion already. Rise and shine, show some destiny. It is out there waiting for you. Your star is here. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the bell, share your insights, subscribe already. Why not? And if you're watching me on Facebook, absolutely follow me as well. I'm followable, aren't I? So thanks for joining me.